next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the HEADSHRINKERS.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the HEADSHRINKERS did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal.
Be aware, the HEADSHRINKERS are coming.
Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the HEADSHRINKERS' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the HEADSHRINKERS that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the HEADSHRINKERS.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the HEADSHRINKERS.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the HEADSHRINKERS and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Getting him right into the corner.
Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the HEADSHRINKERS to the top. Oh, my God.
Ooh, and he manages to reverse. Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent. I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the HEADSHRINKERs, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt, and fast. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the HEADSHRINKERs concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around. An important tag here.
This could change the match. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Fatu taking a moment to see if the fans will show some love. Uh-oh.
And Scott with the wherewithal to counter. Before this match began, you heard the Steiner speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle.
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off. I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle. Waist lock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out.
Manages to fight out with a series of punches.
Just like that, sent out of the ring. As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to these.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an
from the top.
Nobody home. What an impact.
He's quick to get out of the way there.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Uh-oh. Headbutt.
Doing whatever it takes. Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oh, scouted that one. Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Running power slam! Scott getting worked on right now.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick.
From the top.
Diving headbutt! Boom!
Sent right into the corner. Tag. Double team coming.
Driven down face first.
And the Head Shrinkers just might have it.
There's two.
Wicked kick to the face.
Fired hard into the corner. It crashes to the mat.
There's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent driven down face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Wasting no time. Into the cover. Is enough to put him away. No! Somehow kicked out. How is he still in this match?
By the skin of his teeth.
And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the Head Shrinkers.
This is the trickiest bet in all of Vegas, Cole. Both teams so evenly matched, I wouldn't know who to bet. Up high.
Oh, my.
Samu just turned the lights out. Could that be enough?
For the win. And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.